Hey, Mr. Customer, my name is Zach Metz. I'm going to be presenting the Symmetry Hand Hygiene for school. So, Mr. Customer, the one thing we really focus on is lowering absenteeism in schools. So, if children aren't at school, the school actually loses funding, and we don't want the children to not be in school for the school to lose funding. So, if they're out because they're sick, because cold season might come around and everything. That's why we want to practice good habits of hand hygiene and proper hand hygiene to reduce the absenteeism. We actually did a study at a school, and there was a 20% reduction rate. We also did another study at another organization, and we saw a 43% reduction rate. So the three things that we focus on with hand hygiene is creating a culture of hand hygiene, reducing the spread of germs, and increase importance for learning. My apologies. Increase opportunities for learning. So we focus on that with good quality products, for implementation tools, and then focusing on the impactful practice of behavior modification to lower that absenteeism for your school and your organization. Over on this page, we have a lot of different colors that the dispensers can come in and which ones you choose. And then these are the variety of products. I want to focus on the main two of the ones we usually focus on with selling. The main two are our foaming alcohol sanitizer and then our non-alcohol sanitizer as well. Over on the next page, Mr. Customer, the dispensers are very customizable, as you saw with the colors that you could pick and choose. You could also put your school logo on here to push some school pride, which always looks great in the school district. There is our locking mechanism up here. This is where your key is in case you need to lock the dispenser. One thing I want to point out about the dispenser is it has hard plastic, kind of similar to a football helmet, so it can take the same impact as well. If the dispenser does break, we have replacement pieces right here as well. There is a 99% evacuation rate for the product, and then we have a patented beveled edge, or a patented bevel that won't leak. So, Mr. Customer, over on this side, these are our six sections right here that we focus on for behavioral modification. I want to focus on direction for number 6. Mr. Customer, when you go to the grocery store, which way do you usually walk? I walk right. So me and you aren't the only ones that walk the same way. That's behavioral modification implemented. So they did a study at the grocery store where they put up a arrow pointing left, and a lot of people ended up going left. So that's behavioral modification. So that's something we focus on as well. So we'll have these little behavioral modifications put up right behind the dispenser to really push hand hygiene. And then another form of behavioral modification is our mauve. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. But it's a screen that basically goes on the back of the dispenser, and it shows images, it shows videos to really catch people's eye, to remind them to hand sanitize. And then this is our LVC. Yep. So this one's great. It's actually a red light that blinks every 5 seconds to grab people's attention and remind them to make sure you're hand sanitizing and lowering that absenteeism. This is our education awareness tools, similar to what I talked about for the behavior modification. So these are great because at the end of the day, when you walk in, you have a hand sanitizer. You might have a behavior modification when you walk into the school, when you're using the restroom, as a reminder to wash your hands or hand sanitize. And then obviously one right out the cafeteria, because you don't want to be eating and then having germs getting in your mouth. You want to hand sanitize first and then having your lunch. And then, Mr. Customer, the one thing I really liked what we do for the kids is we have a presentation. It's only about 20-30 minutes. The kids love it. Get to see the mascot Biscuit in action. And it's a great way for kids to learn about proper hand hygiene. They get to win some free t-shirts. A very fun time. The kids love Biscuit. And then Mr. Customer, I'd love to set up a setup for you guys. We can put dispensers in the bathrooms for the boys and girls, put them right outside the lunchrooms, right outside the bathrooms, and love to have you try it out, test it out. Let's set something up for next Thursday at 10 o'clock. I'll see you then, Mr. Customer. Thank you.